The persistent struggle for financial breakthrough, despite dedicated efforts, often raises questions about underlying causes. Consistent tithing and diligent work may not yield expected financial results if self-sabotaging habits are present. Self-sabotaging habits can undermine financial progress, regardless of external efforts. Identifying and addressing self-sabotaging behaviors is crucial for unlocking financial potential. Unrecognized self-sabotage may be the hidden obstacle preventing financial success. Unpaid bills often represent a significant source of financial stress. Impulsive shopping can lead to debt accumulation and financial instability. Money-related arguments can strain relationships and create emotional distress. The pervasiveness of financial struggles highlights the need for effective financial management. Lack of financial literacy contributes to poor financial decision-making and increased stress. Financial stressors can negatively impact mental and physical well-being. Ignoring biblical financial principles can lead to mismanagement of resources. Biblical teachings offer guidance on managing debt responsibly. The Bible emphasizes the importance of saving for future needs and security. Generosity and giving are core tenets of biblical financial stewardship. Stewardship, as taught in the Bible, involves responsible management of all resources. Prioritizing worldly trends over biblical wisdom can have negative financial consequences. Proverbs 21:20 contrasts the wise, who accumulate wealth, with the foolish, who squander it. The wise understand the importance of saving and financial planning. The foolish waste resources and disregard future consequences. Ignoring God's principles in financial management leads to depletion and lack. Prudent financial stewardship reflects wisdom and foresight. Living in debt creates significant stress and anxiety. Excessive debt can lead to a feeling of being trapped and controlled. The fear of financial instability is a common consequence of high debt levels. Debt can create a cycle of financial and emotional distress. Romans 13:8 emphasizes the importance of avoiding debt. The scripture highlights that the only debt one should have is the obligation to love others. Debt can stifle faith by creating fear and anxiety. By avoiding unnecessary debt, individuals can cultivate a stronger sense of faith and freedom. Generosity creates opportunities for blessings, while greed leads to isolation and loss. Hoarding resources restricts the flow of value, hindering personal and communal growth. Cheerful giving fosters positive relationships and mutual benefit. Refusing to give limits potential rewards and reinforces a cycle of scarcity. Luke 6:38 emphasizes the principle that giving results in receiving. Generosity fosters a cycle of abundance, both materially and spiritually. The act of giving cultivates spiritual benefits beyond material gain. Giving with a generous heart leads to a fuller, more enriched life. This principle encourages a mindset of abundance and selfless contribution. Repeated negative confessions, such as, "I'm always broke," can reinforce a mindset of financial lack. Conversely, positive affirmations, like "God is my provider," can cultivate a belief in abundance and financial security. Words have the power to shape one's perception and experience of financial reality. Choosing positive declarations can lead to a more prosperous financial outlook. Proverbs 18:21 emphasizes the power of the tongue to speak either life or death. Words have the inherent ability to create positive or negative outcomes. Speaking words of faith can positively influence one's financial situation. Conversely, negative speech can lead to financial hardship and instability. Intentional, positive affirmations can cultivate a mindset of financial abundance. Studying biblical financial principles involves gaining knowledge from Scripture. Understanding Scripture provides a foundation for sound financial decisions. Biblical financial principles emphasize concepts like stewardship, generosity, and avoiding debt. Applying biblical wisdom can lead to financial prudence and long-term stability. Diligent study of Scripture is crucial for understanding and implementing these principles. Creating a budget involves tracking income and expenses to understand cash flow. Categorizing expenses helps identify areas where spending can be reduced. A debt reduction plan prioritizes debts based on interest rates or balances. The debt snowball method focuses on paying off the smallest balances first for psychological motivation. The debt avalanche method targets debts with the highest interest rates to minimize overall interest paid. Proactive financial management combines budgeting and debt reduction for long-term financial health. Generosity involves cheerful giving as an expression of faith and trust. Tithing is a demonstration of faithful commitment and reliance on divine provision. Practicing generosity reinforces the belief in God's abundant blessings and support. Generous giving and faithful tithing are acts of worship that acknowledge God's sovereignty. Positive affirmations can shape one's financial reality by influencing mindset and beliefs. Speaking faith-filled declarations cultivates a mindset of abundance. Words possess the power to influence subconscious thoughts and attract positive outcomes. Consistent positive self-talk reinforces beliefs and promotes financial well-being. Aligning actions with God's principles is paramount for spiritual and material well-being. Financial blessings are often a consequence of obedience to divine guidance and faithful trust. Trust in God's plan fosters stability and abundance in all aspects of life. Embracing divine principles leads to a life characterized by purpose, prosperity, and peace. Consistent adherence to God's teachings unlocks pathways to both spiritual fulfillment and earthly rewards. The ultimate call to action is to integrate faith into daily life, ensuring a harmonious balance between spiritual values and practical actions. Engaging with online content fosters a sense of community and encourages continued learning. Liking, subscribing, and sharing content supports creators and helps expand access to educational resources. Active participation in online learning platforms enhances knowledge retention and promotes collaborative growth. Continued engagement with educational videos provides ongoing opportunities for skill development and personal enrichment.